Hi, I'm Angela, and I am here today to talk to you about how movies influence my writing as part of our continuing inspiration series here at Right on Edge. I originally was going to bring in a partner to help me talk about it. My partner is Baby Lulu, who is wearing a shirt that says "Nobody puts baby in the corner," and that is reference to my favorite movie of all time, Dirty Dancing. And as I went to pull that movie off our shelf to watch for research for this vlog, I saw another movie sitting there that has some implications in terms of how I write the characters in my book. And characters development is something that's important to me as both a reader and a writer. So I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about that today. And the movie that I saw was The Departed. And The Departed is a film that typically I wouldn't enjoy watching all that much. There's a lot of violence involved, and that's just not really my preferred genre of film. But it does have Leonardo DiCaprio, who is always a preferred part of my film watching experience. And what I like about The Departed is that the filmmakers are able to really blur the reality and that line between the heroes and the anti-heroes in the movie. As you're watching, the perspective kind of shifts back and forth between who is really good and who is really bad. And I think that that's an important quality that our writing can have, where the reader can develop sympathy not only for your main character and the characters that surround him or her in a positive way, but for the villains or the anti-heroes in our writing, to also create them as sympathetic characters with a backstory, with motives, and to ground those motives in that backstory, even if you don't write about it, just to know it in your head, to ground that in real experiences and real motives and emotion, that helps the reader to connect to all of the characters that we're writing. And no one wants to read a book where even the villain is all bad, because that becomes a little cartoony and a little bit soap opera-y, and that tunes the reader out a little bit. So watching The Departed really did give me an opportunity to think about that consciously and think about how I am writing my anti-heroes as well as my heroes. And that's a movie you might want to see. And like I said, Leonardo DiCaprio, that's a good thing. So thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.